All right. So always do your bread last, and we're gonna do a little bit of fry bread. Some people might call it bannock. This is fry bread. It's gonna be all fried up, so nice and crispy. You've probably encountered it in your life at some point, whether it was in Indian tacos or just straight up from your grandma. It's been around for the last 300 years in Turtle Island, and it was brought over from the Scots. And it does have a colonial history, but it has been adopted, and it's very much loved. So, and everybody's mama makes it the best. So,
or auntie,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, so I've got flour here, 4 cups of flour, and I'm going to add baking powder and salt. So 2 tablespoons of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of salt. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix it around. I'm going to make a hole, same as a pastry.
Okay.
I'm going to add half a cup of oil to 2 cups of warm water.
Okey-doke.
And I'm going to take that and move that right into there.
Nice. Some people use milk.
Some people use milk.
Taught. And while that's going on, we have our oil over here getting super hot so we can fry this up. Some people save up their bacon fat, so it just depends on what you do.
Depends on what you're using the bannock for. This seems a little wet, depending on the flour that you get or the baking powder. I'm going to add a little bit more.
Nice.
And that's about good.
Depending how you like it, if you want to do traditional bannock, it'd be baked. So sometimes
Right.
in your oven, it can be cooked over a fire. But of course, everything fried tastes better. So
Everything fried tastes better. So everybody's got their different way of making it. So I always put a little hole in the bottom there just to, I don't know, it seems to work a little better for that. And sometimes if it's a little too wet, you can put a little bit of oil in your hands. You just let it go flat there. If you make it too wet, which sometimes it happens, like I said, depending on the flour, then it's going to be really, really dense, right? So if you make it drier, then it's dense too. So it's just depends on the day. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So you just let them go and you just let them just sit there for a minute. And by the time you've done a few, the first one should be done. You want to make sure that your oil's hot enough, that it's bubbling. You just want to put the corner in and just sort of lay it down gently and just put the last part in. You can just tip it up and look, and if it's not a dark golden brown, then it's not quite ready. So you just wait until it's dark on one side and then you flip it over and do it. If you do it too soon, it'll be doughy on the outside. So if the oil's too hot, then it'll just be burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. So you want to just watch it and make sure that it's okay. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Great. So ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. So nice and golden brown. It's always good to have a little pan with some paper towel, catch up some of that extra grease.
Yeah. Just, on the side.
All right. I'm looking good?
Yeah, I think this one needs to go a bit
A little more love?
A little more love.
Okay, I'll flip it.
Okay.
Gotta be very careful.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that one's not ready.
You only want to flip them once, right?
So as you can see, very delicious, very crispy, flaky. Definitely don't want to have it all the time. So
No.
only 3 times a week. And in different communities across the Métis homelands, there's different types, different styles. There's the galette, which is a flatter version, and there's bangs, which is also could be called, and then of course baked bannock, which is like the actual bannock.
Yeah, traditionally I think bannock was mostly baked. When they were doing it, like before colonization and the access of flour, they would use like ground roots and seeds and whatnot, and then cook it over the fire. So it's every culture has its version of bread, and this is ours. But traditionally it was different.
So also, after you fry these up, you can save the oil as well, and you can reuse it. So it's good up for another round or two, depending on how you like it. So
Right.
like a little flavor in there.